we're going to talk a bit of boxing now. Boxing broadcaster Ade Oladipo on some breaking news. All right, Ade?
Eddie.
Right, gents.
How are you, Ade? You good?
Mate, I'm excited. Honestly, I've been jumping around like a little kid.
Why?
Because
Why?
Because this fight card got announced, and I know you guys like your boxing, but this is by far the greatest fight card I've ever seen in my life. Like by far, like
Really?
nothing comes close to it.
They know what they're doing out there, don't they?
In the 80s, nothing.
Right. Yeah. They know what they're
Go on,
doing.
talk me through it. It's called the Last Crescendo.
Called the Last Crescendo. Like main event is Bivol Beterbiev. They had a fight a few months ago.
That's right. Yeah.
Incredible fight. They go again. You got Joshua Buatsi versus Callum Smith on it. You got Daniel Dubois, just obviously beat up my guy AJ on it against Joseph Parker. Hamza Shiraz fighting for a world title on it as well. There's an American kid called Virgil Ortiz fighting a guy called Israel Madrimov. Honestly, when this got announced, like boxing fans we moan a lot. We want gold sometimes instead of, we all the time, it has to be the best. This was in unison celebrated by every single boxing fan on the planet. Like everyone went crazy. Like this was almost too good to be true. I spoke to Eddie Hearn a couple of weeks ago and he said there's going to be a crazy fight card February 22nd. And I thought Eddie Hearn was just doing promoter spiel, just the usual. But for once, he was right. He was bang on. This is easily the best Riyadh season card. And like, I've been covering the sport for about 10 years professionally, and it's easily the best card I've ever seen. And I've spoken to a few old heads, and they said they've seen nothing like this. And they're going back 70s and 80s.
Now, look, this Turki Alalshikh is obviously just getting things done.
He's not playing games, is he?
He's not messing about.
No,
it's kind of put a mockery over the last, 10 years, though, of cards that we had to watch before, isn't it? Because this guy's just come in and just, I know he's got money, and I know that's a big focal point on, why he can get things over the line. But to actually get these fights happened is unbelievable work, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, look, obviously you mentioned the fact that he has got deep pockets, and they are paying the fighters a lot of money. So whereas fighters in the past would have said, okay, I'm not doing that fight because I'm not getting paid enough, they almost can't turn down these fights now. It's a lot more than what they're used to getting paid. Plus, he's got the broadcasters and the promoters working with each other as well. Obviously, you guys would know about Frank and Eddie making up and working with each other. You've got Ben Shalom from Boxer on the card. So a lot of these cards, you've got fighters from Boxer, The Zone, Queensbury, all working with each other, which obviously we haven't seen before. So he's almost put everyone together. And no one wants to miss out on the money, so everyone's happy to kind of do kumbaya around the fire, if you like. Right? Everyone's getting involved. So yeah, it has made a bit of a mockery of the sport in the past, but I mean, this would have almost been impossible to put this card together without deep pockets.
Ade, the thing that's again is impressive about it, every single fight is a world title fight as well. There's not eliminators, nothing like that. He ain't messed about. Every single one is a world title fight.
Yeah, everyone's got implications as well, Jace. I mean, they're all like big and important fights. These are no gimmies. I mean, most of the fights down the card are 50-50. There's no like, you can put your money on and guarantee you're going to make money back on anything. If I was you, I'd put your money in your pocket. Don't put on anything here because it's so tough to call. But, there's a fight early. The first fight to walk will probably be a guy called Zhili Zhang, Agit Kavial. You're talking 2 top 6 heavyweights walking first. That's normally a 6-rounder or an 8-rounder. You've got literally world
normally Tommy Fury.
First. No comment. No comment.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's unbelievable. I mean, Daniel Dubois probably deserves to be the main event, doesn't he?
Nah. It's got to be Beterbiev Bivol. I mean, those two. You're talking 2 of the best light heavyweights of all time. The first fight was so good. It's all the belts, every single belt in the division. I mean, Dubois' rise in the last year has been great. And look, he'll be a good co-main event. But I think even he knows the 2 best in the world have to go first. I mean, Beterbiev is pound for pound number 4 or 5, Bivol number 6. These are 2 of the best, and they have to go first. And if you're Dubois, look, Dubois' run, by the way, just quickly to mention him, in the last 18 months, he's fought Usyk, Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic, AJ Parker. There's not a better heavyweight run. It's the best heavyweight run there is out there. So he deserves all the plaudits he's getting, because a few months ago, people were saying this guy's a bit of a quitter, can't fight, and all of a sudden he's a world champion. And he's fighting the best champions in the world, so he deserves a lot of plaudits.
Yeah, I like Joseph Parker. He's been in decent form, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been in great form. Again, one that was maybe wrote off a little bit when he lost to Joe Joyce.
Yeah.
About a year and a half ago. Since then, he's reeled off 5 or 6 good wins, beat Deontay Wilder, beat Zhili Zhang. He's fought over here a few times, so he's got a lot of sort of British support as well. So, look, really good fighter. And just that's a tough fight to call as well. Again, another 50-50 fight.
Ade, look, we're not a million miles away now. 21st of December, Fury Usyk 2. I've noticed that Fury's gone underground a little bit. Normally, you see bits on social media. He seems to have hidden himself away deliberately, obviously for this fight. Clearly, he wouldn't take Usyk lightly, but after the last fight, he definitely can't.
No, he can't. You're right. He's decided to kind of take his training camp to Malta. Normally, it's up in Morecambe, where obviously a lot you can get to, can't you? A lot of people go up there and have a look and see what he's doing, wait for him outside training. This time, it's like, no. He wants hot weather training, away from the family, away from friends, just focus now. But he loses this one. The AJ fight's still there, but you don't want to lose back-to-back fights against Usyk. And he knows how good Usyk is now from the first fight. So, both of these guys have locked themselves away. And you're right, Kundry, what are we, 3 weeks away from it? Yeah. So you hope no injuries, no sparring stories, no cuts. No. Let's just get to the week and let the best heavyweights in the world go at it again. And that's going to be another. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at that. That's December 21st. Like, Riyadh season's gone nuts, really, hasn't it? It's gone crazy. It's gone crazy. So fights.
Yeah, fair play. I bet you're loving it right now, Ade. If you're in the boxing world, this is like dreamland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking it a bit. Yeah, it's all right.
Get yourself about, mate. I see you everywhere these days.
It's good stuff. I mean, look, I'm just more happy for the fighters that are getting paid big money. The fans finally getting the fights that they wanted and have been screaming about. Boxing lost a lot of fans with fights not happening. All of a sudden, the last year and a half, finally, we're getting all these fights that we wanted. So I think all boxing fans are just super happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Ade, top man, mate. Bud. Appreciate you coming on.
Take care.
No problem, gents. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Cheers, bud.
All right, Ade Oladipo there. The Last Crescendo, February 22nd. Big card. Look out for that one, that's for sure. For all the latest boxing news, don't forget to check out talkSPORT YouTube channel. And don't forget that Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk 2 will be live and exclusive on talkSPORT on December 21st.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.